Hi, this is Blake Angelos from Yamaha Corporation of America here at Sam Ash with the new MODX music synthesizer. So this is called 88 key case soft, and I put a little PHA to show you. I made a little edit to this stock sound. So this is basically an electric piano. So what does the super knob do with this? Right now it's completely dry. If I move the super knob all the way up, it turns up what's happening in part two, which is the coolest noise basically of the key sound. So it makes it sound more funky. So how do I just solo out that part? There's a part select button right on the front. Now, on the Montage, obviously the flagship has a whole 36 extra buttons all the way across here. So if I want to get to things like a part select, there's a dedicated button right here. So I can go ahead and directly select part 2 if I want, and I can solo that part using that part select button. So you can hear what the key noise sounds like. It's this. It sounds like someone turned off the switch on my electric piano. But does not sound amazing? It's so like just organic, I guess. So I soloed that part. So I'm going to now unsolo that part and go back to my main performance. So I'll show you some other things that I have over here. I have actually assigned this modulation wheel to turn up a couple of effects. So I have a really cool slow VCM, virtual circuitry modeling phaser. So let me show you how I set the modulation wheel to control the phaser. First of all, I'm going to drop into edit mode, and I'm going to go to the system effects. These are the effects that affect the entire performance. And right here is where VCM phaser stereo is. So you notice the modulation wheel is over here. So if I were to go over and take a look at this part, and I just selected part 1, and I go to control, how do I select that that modulation wheel as an input? I touch the auto select right here and just move it right here. So there's actually 3 different things assigned to it, but one of those, there's insert B LFO speed, so that's been assigned. There's element LFO amplitude modulation depth. In fact, let's just take a look and see all the things that you can assign. Look at that. Tons of control over this instrument can be assigned to any of these physical controllers. That just happens to be one of them for the LFO. But this last one over here, variation send, that's what I added to this performance to give me that send of that phaser. Now I'll just play a few of the performances that utilize the AWM2 engine, so you get the really killer emulative sounds. The first one I'll play is just a fingered steel guitar. With this one, the super knob, when I turn it up, it turns up the effects, so I get delay and some reverb. It's just a gorgeous sound. Check it out. Of course, we also have really great clean electric guitars. Now, there's a lot of things that have really burning, over-the-top, kind of overdriven guitars, but the clean guitar sometimes is hard to find, and this is really cool. Seattle Sections is one of my favorite performances. This is actually a sample of the real Seattle Symphony. And we sampled a whole lot of stuff in here. We sampled ensemble sounds and we sampled solo sounds. But what this does is with the super knob, it moves from a wide stereo field, full orchestra, where you really hear the basses and cellos, the violas and the violins all the way across the stereo field as if you'd be right in front of this huge orchestra. And as I move the super knob, what it does, it morphs everything down to a smaller stereo field where it feels like they're sitting closer right in front of you, but it's also smaller solo ensemble. So check this out. This is called Seattle Sections.